guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelf for the books I got for the week preceding the November 14th. There's actually a kitten sitting right here, like taking a bath, and maybe I'll grab him at the end, but he's pretty happy right now. So I'm going to leave him be for now. I'm going to adjust this camera just a little bit. All right, so another Stacking the Shelves. I know I said I was going to stop getting so many books because my to-be-read pile is hovering up around like 30 books now. But I just can't help myself. No, I've been going back to the library a lot, picking up a lot of books from there. And then I did get some for review. I mentioned the Amazon Vine program. I'm an Amazon Vine reviewer. They haven't had a lot of books on there, but they did add some that were interesting. So I got a couple from there. And so I'll just, and then some more audiobooks because Audible was having a like 3 for 2 sale or something like that. And so, I can't help myself. So I got some more audiobooks. Okay, so I'll start with the review books. The first book I got for review is The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. And this one comes out in February. It actually says May 2020, but I swear when I looked online, it was February of 2021. Anyways, all I really know is this is a young adult fantasy and it's making pretty darn good reviews, so I am excited to read it. I think it will be a pretty fun one to read. So yeah, that should be good. And then the next one I got for review actually came out already in February of 2020. So sometimes Amazon puts up some older books and I just grabbed it because it's one I kind of wanted to read anyways. And, if I can get it for free, why not? And that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I know the second book in this series is coming out soon. I did see it on Goodreads. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And this is not a fantasy. It's more of like a young adult, like mystery/crime novel where this girl is trying to figure out a murder that happened in her town. All right, so those are the two I got for review. And then I did buy one book. And that is Skin Curse, the second book in the Gate Cycle by Kristen Jacques. I think that's how you say that. This one is one I got the initial book for review and really liked it. And if I remember correctly, it's a very dark, fae-based story. And I really liked it. So very much looking forward to reading the second book in that series. I believe I gave the first book 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, looking forward to the second book in that series. I think that'll be a good read. And I got that for Kindle. It was on sale for like $1.99 or something like that. And I actually was planning on getting it anyways when it was full price. But then when I saw on my book wish list that it was cheaper, I was like, oh, I might as well get it now. All right, and then I did the 2 for 3 for audiobooks. And one of the audiobooks I don't have a picture of because I owned it. I had gotten it for free as an ebook, and that's The Killing Fog. I haven't listened to it as an ebook, but I thought I'd go ahead and get the audiobook because I'm more likely to listen to it on audiobook because I'm doing a lot of audiobooks again because of commuting. And so then the other two I got were different ones. The first one is Grave Magic Bounty by Shannon Mayer. This is the first book in the 40 Proof series. That's what I was trying to think of. And this features a middle-aged woman who is going through a divorce and ends up living with a friend who has an animated skeleton, and she ends up solving paranormal crimes. I believe that's what it's about, if I remember correctly, but it just sounded kind of fun. And then the next one I got for review is The Lightning Struck Heart by TJ Kloon. This one's supposed to be a really humorous fantasy about a thief that ends up becoming a mage's apprentice or something like that. And it sounded really good and people seem to really like it. So I'm excited to read that. So those are 2 audiobooks. And then I got 2 more books from the library, and this kind of rounds out my initial hold requests I put in with my library. So I know last week I had a whole bunch of graphic novels, and I did have a couple other books that I put on hold that I hadn't gotten yet from the library. So these are the last 2 of those. And the first one is The Masquerading Magician by Gigi Pandian. I did read and review the first book on this, and I got the first book on audiobook through the Audible Plus catalog. For some weird reason, they have all the books for the series in Audible Plus except for the second one. So it's just kind of random. So I went ahead and got this from the library. This is an urban fantasy featuring a woman who is hundreds of years old, who's decided to kind of start over and moves to Portland and finds out that a gargoyle, an animated stone gargoyle, was in with her boxes, and she's trying to help the gargoyle not turn into stone. And there's also a mystery around a guy who is murdered at her house, and so she's kind of trying to solve this whole mystery of possibly another alchemist in the area or whatever. It has a lot of interesting like alchemy history in it, and of course there is actually magical alchemy. And I liked it a lot. It was just a lot of the supporting characters were very interesting and fun to read about, and it's a little bit more laid back, urban fantasy, very investigative rather than like super action packed, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was unique, and I liked the first one, so I want to read the second one. And then the second library book I got is the first book in the Luck series by Jennifer Armentrout, and that is Obsidian. Not a huge fan of this cover, I've got to say, or the other cover, to be honest. But I was a huge fan of Armentrout's Harbinger series, and so I've been trying to pick up some more series by her, just because I really, really liked the Harbinger books, and I've liked I read another series by her too, and I really liked that one. So I kind of just searched for Armentrout on my library and then saw what first books and series they had, and Obsidian was one of the few that came up. So I'll be reading this, and all I really know is I think it's a paranormal romance young adult thing. It says young adult science fiction. Or no, I think this guy's an alien, I think is what the deal is her neighbor's an alien. So young adult paranormal-esque science fiction book. So really looking forward to read that. I also have like Ash and Blood by her to read, and I'm going to start reading that tomorrow. So Blood and Ash, Ash and Blood, whatever that her newest series is. And that's more of a fantasy series, so really looking forward to that. So I believe that was 2 library books, 2 audiobooks, so it's 4, 1 that I bought, 5, and then 2 review books, so another 7 books to add to my pile. I really do enjoy just getting books, but I don't enjoy the stress it puts on me to actually read them. So I will be, trying to keep my pile between 15 and 30 books and not go above that. Which I've been doing really good at this year. I will say over the last 2 weeks, I think I'm at 32 or 33 now, but then I read a whole bunch of those graphic novels, so I'm back down to the 20s. So anyways, it fluctuates, but nothing too bad. Yeah, we've had weird weather. I think the last time I did one of these, it was almost 80. We got a snowstorm, and then it was almost 80 degrees here. And now the temperatures dropped quite drastically on Tuesday of this week, and we're back down in the 20s and 30s. And I did not realize we were supposed to get snow today, but we have another couple inches of snow, and it's that nice heavy wet snow that sticks to everything. It was making the roads a little bit slippery, but not too bad. But it stopped now, so it should be fine. I do think it's supposed to heat up into the mid 40s, so the snow is just going to melt and it won't stick around. So, that's fine. We're in November now, so we should have snow. We should not be 80. It felt really weird to be 80. I did find out finally that I am traveling down to the plant for sure next week, so I won't be doing a stacking the shelves post because I just won't have time to work on that, I don't think. I'm supposed to be actually coming back on Friday. It's a 9-hour drive down there, and I'm not super thrilled to be traveling through the pandemic, but I am finally happy that my work has a plan. It's just been very crazy. There's been a lot of conflicting factors that are going into the final scale up run for this product I'm working on. And so the run's been pushed out a few times, and then up until just a couple hours ago, they were, maybe we're going to delay it, maybe we're not, we don't know. So very excited to just have a decision made, because I have to mentally prepare myself to go travel through all these states that are having super bad COVID outbreaks. We were kind of joking that one of the girls I was talking to was like, yeah, just make sure when you get a rental car from the company, you get one that has a big tank, and then you don't have to stop at all in Iowa or Kansas. You can just go all the way through. Um, so yeah, that'll be an adventure. And I kind of usually do that anyways. I'm not a person who likes to like lollygag on my way down when I do this drive down to our plant. I usually like stop at a rest stop in Iowa, and then I stop and grab lunch and like, yeah, in Iowa. So like Des Moines, I'll stop, go pee, grab lunch, and then I'll stop in like Kansas City and grab dinner, and then I'm down there. So, um, yeah, it'll be interesting. I just don't want anybody in my family to get sick. But my son is still doing hockey, so we've got that exposure as well. But now he's full time at home, and my husband always worked full time at home. So if it wasn't for me, we could kind of just stay full time at home. But I'm gonna throw a little excitement into our mix here. Other than that, I don't know. We're working towards holiday stuff, I guess. I am starting to do some Christmas shopping. I'm not sure how we're going to get presents to people and who we're going to see and who we're not going to see. It's been kind of a bummer of a year. My work did just send out an announcement that we're going to be in work from home mode until June now. So I guess it's kind of nice. I mean, I've been going in, I'm a lab person, so I've been going into the lab a few days of the week anyways, but mostly I work from home when I have a lot of meetings. So, and I don't mind it. It saves me the commute, so that's nice. And I'm just kind of babbling, so I will let you guys go. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the books I got and that you got a lot of great books yourself and that you had a great week of reading. And I will not talk to you next week, but probably the week after. Bye.